Good morning. This is showing the floor. It's sheeted now. I got all the sagging joists reframed. Look, I told you the old edition meets the new edition. Perfect. That's because we had to reframe the whole floor. You've seen in my other videos. Now what I'm going to show you today is these ceiling joists. The ceiling joists were sagging originally, like back in the 1920s when this house was built. The pioneers spanned from wall to wall, which is like more than 14 feet with a single 2x4. Then they lath and plastered it. So all that weight was hanging down. Then later in the 60s, this man's father went up and he added a floor up there in the attic for the kids to live in. So he put the 2x8s up. Well, at that time, the ceiling was already sagging and he just nailed the sagging 2x4s to the 2x8s. His 2x8s are fine and they add strength to the ceiling. But what I had to do is I had to go through with the Sawzall. I had to separate the joists right there, the ceiling joists. I had to separate those with wedges, get my Sawzall in there, cut the nails. When I cut the nails, the 2x4s, they sprung up because there was pressure from the hanging ceiling down. And then what I did is I went from end to end with a string line, and I pulled the 2x4 up, and then I nailed it to the 2x8. Now, how did I pull it up? Well, if you've done carpentry, you know there's like a screw trick. You could put a screw right there, and then with the claw of your hammer, you could use that and pry on the other one, the loose one, and pull it up to the string line. So now, then I went through and I put more nails, and so now the ceiling, it's flat, it's ready for sheetrock, which before there was a sag in it, and I pointed that out to the homeowner and he said fix it. So it took me about a day to fix all that, but eating a bunch of sawdust in the face, all that fun stuff. But that's ready for sheetrock now. And if you don't have a strong 2x8 across your 2x4s like I did here, I was able to leverage that, but you're gonna have to go up and you're gonna have to take your support to the rafters. Now, if your rafters are no good and they're sagging, you're gonna have to sister your rafters. We capped them here in this house, but you're gonna have to sister your rafters and you're gonna have to get the strength from somewhere else because these old sagging ceilings, they just gotta be reframed. So another valuable video from Cheney Residential Construction and Carpentry. Good luck on your fixing project. Fix it right, fix the structure, don't just polish the turd. Go in and reframe it. Okay, I'll make another video later.